we all get fucked in the end.
Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you'll ever listen to.
Yep, your final bros are here. It's Brian Hop Wheeler Gross and Shane Pass Me the Gorgonzola Smith, joined by the cannibal Mike G. He's here, Maddie with the stick on the ones and the twos and the threes and the fours and the fives and the sixes, the sevens, the eights, the nines, and the tens. That's 1 through 10, which is Shane's age for a lot of
fun
hair transplant, because he got a hair transplant when he was 10.
You did. Shane, count to 10 in Spanish.
Uno, dos, tres, catorce.
You're going to need that to survive where we're going, and that's Mexico.
God.
Because you start this movie and you're like, one place I know for sure is how we're not going to go is Mexico, but
the fact
we
that
ended up
there, and that's the end of this movie, is very trog of them. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, if you listen to last week's episode, you really know what trog is. 3 from Hell, this is the sequel to Devil's Rejects. So it goes the trilogy, House of a Thousand Corpses,
right.
Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell, a movie that was definitely born out of a terrible drunken night from Rob Zombie. I feel like it had to be, right? This is a mistake. This is a paycheck movie.
It's one of the trilogies of all time.
Yeah,
I didn't say best. It's just one of them.
It exists. Like, it's literally just a movie. I think they're trying to capture that old school like cult vibe of like the Manson family.
I
with this.
hate the beginning of this movie. Well, I hate this whole movie.
The long 15-minute like documentary
what
vibe.
What are we doing here? They have stands? Is that what we're supposed to believe? These people have stands?
Yeah, like people simp over her and they like go nuts for Bill Moseley's character.
Now,
the most believable part of the movie, because Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, had fans. Ted Bundy had fans. So like these people, serial killers, do have fans.
That's kind of wild.
I feel like if you come out as a stan of a serial killer, just throw you in the can right then and there.
Well, I mean, a lot of people do. Stan culture, doesn't not extend to serial killers.
Yeah, you're right. Stan culture.
Big Stan, Rob Schneider.
Feet culture.
Feet culture, get them off.
Taking these bad boys off.
Shane, what's it going to take to lick the toe?
Nothing.
You want some of that?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Please lick the toe.
Are you uncomfortable with it being this close to you?
Yeah, feet are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, Shane doesn't like feet.
I have like solid yams though. They're nice and smooth.
That's true. Do you see how like they have the Rob Zombie faithful? You got Jeff Daniel Phillips as the warden. He's back. He was in 31.
He was.
Yep.
They got Sami Zayn to do the interview.
Yeah, Sami Zayn's here with a Sami Zayn hat.
He looks rough though.
Yeah, he dies this year, I think. He died in 2019.
He died 5 days after the movie came out. That's why he was only in a cameo. He was very sick during the filming of this.
Yeah, so I'm not going to shit talk him, just everybody else in the movie.
The movie peaks at his monologue with Sami Zayn in the jail cell. It's literally all downhill from here. It's all downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for that over the shoulder, you little fucking whore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you said that they needed him in the movie to help promote and market it. Like, that's nuts. He's probably in no shape to do this.
No.
Quick aside, sorry. Our producer, our young producer, our slave boy, he's enjoying a nice, cold, tasty treat.
Let's see what that treat looks like. Let's get a look at that.
How deep are you into that one, Maddie?
About halfway.
Halfway.
Show the fans your hair. You've got good hair.
They want to know. We all want to know. How's that Frosty treating you?
Fantastic. It's definitely going to get me through the shitty movie.
I like that you saved it for the worst of this batch.
100%.
Or the worst movie of all time.
Now, when we're going into a movie that we know we do not like, we at the final podcast will not mail it in. We're going to give our 100% best, right?
Yeah, no, I was not going to mail it in.
There's no mailing it in.
I have a lot to talk about how this movie sucks. There's a lot.
Let me do my spiel. and then we can talk. So the final podcast, if you've never listened to a good podcast before, let me tell you how we do it around here. It's very fun. It's very structured program, very tight program. What we're going to do is we're going to cover the horror movie from cover to cover. That means scene by scene, you're going to get the diagnostics from us as surgeons. We're going to do surgery on this bad boy. Dissect a Rob Zombie mess that is Three from Hell.
Precision.
Scene by scene, as we do every single week, and then we're going to wrap it up with a review from 1 to 10, 1 being a piece of shit, 10 being a masterpiece. We've only given out like 4 or 5 10s a pop, so they're very rare, very rare. And then best kill of the movie, who's going to go into the Necronomicon, that'll be decided at the end. And that's pretty much the programs. Occasionally we'll rip out our feet. It's pretty great. You can catch Three from Hell on Amazon, and I am just about ready to fuck this one, Shane. I'm ready to get in there.
And since we're getting in there, like swimwear.
Oh shit, that's like a Don Broco song.
That's when the swimwear season.
Oh,
go.
We're jumping into the spooky pit.
Oh,
Keep going.
Spooky Pit. My God, Three from Hell, released in 2019. 20 gunshots ain't hold nobody down, especially not the Fireflies, who are now in Mexico. Film directed by Rob Zombie, stars Sherry Moon Zombie, Bill Moseley, Richard Briggs, Jeff Daniel Phillips. You've never seen this cast and crew before in a Rob Zombie movie.
No.
Never.
Now that we're
What
in the spooky pit.
Kind of sex do you think Rob and Sherry Moon have? You
Well-
know what I think? They both seem so like fucking out there and crazy in real life. They probably have just like regular ass sex.
It's like the most docile
You're,
sex
you're
ever.
Just like-
talking just missionary every night.
Yeah, and he busts in like probably like 40 seconds.
Well,
You think he's got something going?
I think he bangs her in a car. He's a big car guy. He has to be, right?
yeah, I could see him slamming in the back of a Dragula.
Oh.
Yeah, my Durango. No,
1960.
And a buddy, I say heaven, without his son.
That's how the song goes. Exactly.
All the songs are about cars. He's got like, "This is Black Sunshine."
Bro, do you remember when fucking Edge used that as his theme music?
Of course I do.
Shit was before he got the better song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use my body to keep you alive.
Now is the big question. 'Cause
Oh.
I've been dying to ask it.
Music.
Rob Zombie
Music.
has directed 8 movies in his career.
It's music.
What's music?
What's he better at?
Oh, yes. But I was going to ask you guys to rank all 8 Rob Zombie movies.
Can you list them
Yeah,
and then I'll rank them?
very easy.
Okay, here we go.
So first 3, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and then you got 3 from Hell. The next 2, to get you to 5, you have Halloween 1 and 2.
Jesus.
Then the other 3 are the 3 randoms. You have Lords of Salem, 31, and The Munsters.
So I've actually never seen The Monsters.
Okay, so have you seen The Munsters?
No.
So we'll take that out
And
to add a fairness.
so out of fairness, I also haven't seen the second of his Halloween movies.
okay, so then I will help you there. It's 5th.
It's the for me. It's the worst or second worst.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna go off the movies that I've seen.
Okay.
That's fair, and then you guys can rank yours.
Put it this way: Michael Myers in that movie eats a dog.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm actually gonna go with the number 1 is the popular choice of the Devil's Rejects. It's
Correct.
The
Okay,
number
it's
1
the only
movie from
correct
him.
answer.
I agree.
His second is actually, in my opinion, in my real straightforward opinion, is the first Halloween movie.
I also agree. So
It's
far.
either 2 or 3. Yeah, but
No,
yeah.
I agree with Brian so far.
Oh boy. And this is where it gets crazy. So the next one has to be a House of a Thousand Corpses.
So
It has to be for
Yeah.
me.
I actually was. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I was considering 31,
Okay.
but
mean,
I do think I will go House of a Thousand and then 31.
I'm going to do something that is so crazy.
Okay.
It is so crazy. I'm going to throw Lords of Salem next.
Oh, ahead of 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually going to throw this one right after it.
Ahead of 31.
I'm going to throw it ahead of 31. And then I'm going to throw in 31.
Okay. So my list then would be Devil's Rejects, like we said, Halloween, like we said. I'll go House of a Thousand, 31, Lords of Salem, Halloween 2, than this.
So I would really hate Halloween 2.
Halloween
you're saying.
2's
It's fucking.
Sherry Moon Zombie plays a white angel.
Yeah.
So you're saying this is definitely worse than those, in your opinion?
Yes.
You're both on that train.
Okay, so the main thing is this movie. At one point, I thought it was like, oh, this is wrapping up soon. There was an hour left.
Yeah, it's a long movie. 2
I was
hours.
like, wait, no. Like I felt like I was sitting there 2 hours already.
The movie takes such makes swift decisions, and you're just like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Like, how did this movie pivot in this direction? It literally is senseless.
Right. Like when they go from the warden to Mexico, I thought the Mexico scene would be 10 minutes tops. It's the whole third act. It's like 40 minutes long.
Kind of thought they would actually fail to get into Mexico and have to come back, but they actually make it to Mexico.
Right. Like, I don't understand why Rob Zombie thought they needed a happy ending. Like, Devil's Rejects was, for all its faults, the ending was amazing. And it's one of the best endings I had seen in a movie, I felt like. And I'm pretty sure I said that. But this movie takes that whole thing away. Like, the ending's not the ending anymore.
Yeah, I think the movie does suffer from, like, Rob Zombie syndrome with, like, Devils, because, like, both those movies are really, like, purposeless films.
Yes.
They're, like, these 3 nihilistic psychopaths that go around and just try to elude the law.
Right.
Right? Like, there's no direction. They have no plan. They're just trying to go. And this movie is even, like, it's that is the embodiment of this film. There's literally no direction. They're like, oh, we're just going to go to Mexico, and then they go to Mexico, and that's literally an hour of the film.
It's also, like, frustrating at this point that, like, they keep killing people and killing people stronger than them or more equipped than them, and they keep coming out on top. These fucking inbred fucks. like it's more unrealistic than Three Finger throughout the Wrong Turn series.
Yeah.
Where he's just a master marksman with half a finger. Like, this is more unrealistic. So what the fuck is this?
What
is this?
I hate that all the shit they survive. Like 20 bullet shots.
1 in a million chance.
I hate that they beat like a small Mexican army. Completely unrealistic. This movie was Danny Trejo, though. That's kind of lit.
He's in the House of Rejects, too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Devil's Rejects.
I literally said House of Rejects. He's in Devil's Rejects. My apologies.
Him and DDP are the ones
Yeah.
that capture the family.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they, like, burn down the bar.
Yeah.
Remember that.
We gotta have Mike do his list.
Yeah.
Rejects 1. Halloween 1, 2. House 3. And the rest is just like down a cliff. I fell asleep during
Lords of Salem.
and Brian's living room.
Yes.
During list 2.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that movie at all.
But is it better than Halloween 2?
Yeah. That movie's just as bad as this one. Those are the Halloween 2 and this are like.
And did you see 31 with us or no? I feel like
See,
you
I
watched
can't
it.
remember.
But it's not good.
I hate that movie. I don't know why.
The movie sucks.
Just give me
hate
a
it.
quick synopsis.
Actually, you probably didn't because me and Brian did it for the podcast, and that was the first time we saw it.
I've seen the movie fucking 3 times.
Oh,
like,
never mind.
Yeah, no, because my dad. I was watching it with my dad.
Okay.
Then we watched it, and
Yeah.
then we had to watch it for the pod. I've seen it 3 times.
It's the one where the family's like road tripping and they get captured by Norman McDowell, who is dressed up as George Washington, and he puts these people in a gauntlet where they have to survive until Halloween's over. And there's a bunch of different people trying to kill them, like a midget named Doomhead, who I think might be the midget from this movie at this point. Some guy named Sexhead, some guy
Death
named
Head.
fucking Babyhead, or like
I might
Doomhead,
have seen
Death
it.
Head.
If I did, it's
Oh,
extremely forgettable.
Yeah, it is.
Doomhead's
forgettable.
actually Richard Brake.
Yeah, he's Richard Brake. He's good, but like he just gives these fucking long monologues that like even he's like he couldn't like he was painful.
No joke, his rendition of Halloween, the first one, isn't half bad.
Yeah, it's his second best movie. But like this movie, and I was saying it to Mike on the car ride in, it suffers from not having Sid Haig as Captain Smallwood.
I agree.
Because Sid Haig kind of like balances out the crazy of Otis and Baby. Because like normally when Otis and Baby are arguing, right, Sid Haig would always be like, "Shut up, motherfuckers! We'll get ice cream."
Yeah, he's like the comic relief.
Yes, and it worked in Devil's Rejects because it made me not have to listen to this atrocious writing anymore. Whereas now, Richard Brake's character is just Otis cranked to 10 instead of 14. And it's just as fucking annoying most of the movie.
My biggest baby, though, she is
Insufferable.
the worst part of this movie. It's not even close.
Yeah, that's agreed. She's really
Every
off the walls.
fucking line she says, I'm like, please, someone kill her.
Super pronunciated, like super annoying, super flamboyant. I'm like, what did this character go through when she got shot? Like, what's that surgery like? What did they implant in her?
She's like, there was a little kitty cat on the side of the street. Meow, meow. And then I gotta go over and I rescue it. But the big bad boss man said not to rescue it. Meow, meow.
Okay, that was crazy, but also accurate.
Yeah, it's
That was
nuts.
probably one of your best impressions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the Uncle Arnie's. Yeah, so,
So you said Trejo's character did what in?
he captured the three of them.
Okay, so that's why he's like keen on revenge.
Yeah.
here.
Yes. So it's such a fucking also plot hole that they are all on death row, but Sid Haig gets executed
And they don't?
and they don't.
Why?
Like, I get backstage, Sid Haig's sick, have to write him out of the movie, but you don't write him out with a plot hole.
No, they should have wrote him out by killing him and not doing this. Like, I know why they brought him back because they need to market him, but like, I feel like that was not the story to go with.
Or just leave it that they can't get him out of prison, so they leave him. Don't make it that he got killed on death row, but they didn't kill the more dangerous two. Like, also,
Take a deep breath. It's okay.
I'm getting
It's
a little
okay.
heat. I'm
I'm
getting
here
a
for
little
you.
heated. If you're a death row inmate, you're not on a chain gang.
Yeah, correct.
So why is he outside on a chain gang? Like, it hurt, Brian. This
Yeah.
movie, yeah, I like this. 3 from Hell.
So he's going to give a monologue and essentially get executed. So think about it. He was shot 20 times only to be brought back to life by doctors and then was later just put to death.
Yes, yeah,
Great.
that's
Just so he could give a cool clown monologue.
yep.
And then the other two, essentially like her story's longer, but he's getting transported and breaks out of jail.
Yeah.
They don't even show how he does it. He just breaks out.
Yeah. They're like, this is the only footage we had because the budget wouldn't allow a cool breakout scene.
Prison Break.
Breakout scene.
Good show.
Yeah.
Oh, good show.
Shane, just for the record, he did the midget guy did play Sick Head in 31.
Yeah, same.
He's
Good call
known.
out.
It says that he's known for those 2 movies and then 2 other movies that I don't care about.
Was he
What are the other two?
a terrible character in this movie?
Candy
That movie?
Corn
He was a Nazi.
and Till
With a
Death
Hitler
Do Us
stash.
Till Death Do Us Part.
No.
Wait.
He was the worst character in that fucking movie. He was the Mexican Nazi.
Yes.
Bro,
With
he
the
was a
Hitler mustache.
Nazi, if I'm not mistaken.
Mexican Nazi.
That was
He was-
Mexican.
yeah.
It made like movie made no sense. I literally hated that movie so much.
I hated him in this movie too. Why is he fucking saving these people? 'Cause
What?
He had one conversation with a psychopath.
I'm going to run through a list. Why is a death row inmate on a chain gang? Why did only one guy get executed? Why does the midget character Sebastian, and towards the end of the movie, randomly help them after talking to Baby one time for 4 minutes? Why is there a clown at the warden's house? That is a child's party clown.
Was that Clint Howard? Who was that clown?
I don't know.
was
Why
the-
is he there?
Who was Bozo the clown?
Like, it's absurd. Why does the warden not bring the military, the FBI, and the police to his home when he knows good well they're going to murder his wife regardless of what he does? Like, I want to cry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the clown made no sense. What was the clown for?
He was a child's party clown at a dinner party for 4 adults?
Yeah, like-
Did he just go to the wrong house?
That's
Did they hire him to be like a Sid Haig? Like,
I don't know. It was so stupid.
also like, what is this shot here?
Oh, they're trying to be like this is the start of a music video, but
Just
it's not.
a long shot. Of,
I'm pretty sure this is one of the failed intros to the Suicide Squad movie.
That's exactly what it feels like. What's that fucking cat bat on the middle of her fucking chest?
yeah, she's got some weird tats.
What's with the subplot of the prison guard having a lesbian fighting ring in the basement?
I don't know.
I feel like that could happen though. in these like real like
It does.
underground prisons.
But like, why is it in this movie? Like, there's that underground prison fighting in another movie, but it's the plot of the movie and it helps the guy escape, I believe. Why? What is it here?
I just hate that they're like fucking unkillable. Like I hate it.
So I saw I don't want to take credit for this. I saw a popular theory where people are like, oh, 3 from Hell, like before the movie came out, that they're like actually going to, from Devil's Rejects, come from hell now and almost be like these
Like supernatural
demons.
beings?
Not like they would still look like this, but they're actually like the devil's workers now.
Yeah, I mean I kind of like figure like they're beyond evil if they're gonna come back and like legitimately like survive 20 bullets. But they ruined
didn't go that route.
They ruined that immediately with the Sid Haig thing. Like they that gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
He does Otis. Is that
No,
his
Bill
name?
Moseley.
Yeah, he says that
Does
a lot.
Otis.
He's like, I am fucking.
He says it. He says in Devil's Rejects too.
And that's why people are like, okay, you kill them in the car, but they come back, same looking, not like zombies, but like actually the devil has put them back on Earth to kill.
They can't
But
die.
they don't go that route.
I can't die.
Instead, they're like, oh no, they just survived 1,000,001 odd 20 shots each. And then they fucking destroy a Mexican cartel like murder squad.
Are you talking about the Black Satans?
They fucking hike these guys up and they get taken down by these 3 fucking inbred hellbillies. Are you fucking me?
They hype up that one Black Satan gang leader so much, and he gets fucking
he gets
destroyed.
His ass handed to him. They don't take out one of the 3.
They literally burn him alive.
They
dude.
don't. Richard Brake gets stabbed while tied up once.
Yeah.
And also stabbed in the lung. And he's fine, right? They just all leave together like,
Yeah, just brush it off.
It was kind of nuts.
Fucking troglodytes.
So essentially, he's gonna find. So Sid Haig's gonna get executed.
right. Yeah.
So he gets executed. Then there's 2 left. There's 2 from hell right now.
Yeah,
there will be a
there's
3rd, but
right.
there's 2.
We'll skip over. We talked about the breakout of prison.
He's
for
gonna
Otis.
break out, but he's gonna go to a family. It's the
Yes,
warden.
this we should mention. Yes.
It's the warden who is like been like making sure that they get the worst treatment in there. Who's also in 31. They're gonna go with him and his wife. And now it's basically baby's up for parole. She shits the bed in her parole meeting.
Worst parole meeting
because
I've
she
ever
gives
seen.
one of the worst monologues in the history of cinema.
It's so incoherent. Like, this is the thing with this monologue, right? Like,
This guy in the middle is a security guard from Prison Break.
yeah, she's supposed to come off as crazy, but like, it just seems like fucking a written Hollywood script of nonsense to make a character seem crazy. Like, it just seems so fake.
Bro, how
Like,
she's great at like opening her mouth wide. Like, if I can give her credit for one thing in this film, it's opening her mouth and closing
She's
it.
literally all mouth.
but I don't get it. What they did with her character, like, she's like this in the Devil's Rejects, but not like
This is like LSD infused.
Yes,
It's like cranked up to 1,000.
like with his movies, and it's another thing. It's like your protagonists are the 3 killers. Like, you follow them. With horror movies, when you have an annoying killer, you're following a protagonist that's normal. It's tough for a 2-hour movie to follow nonsense for 2 hours. Their like, because if it's just them together without the killing, they're just talking about ass fucking dogs and shit. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah, so when she's like in a role, see, I don't hate her when she's in a role where she's not.
No, she's good.
All mouth.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's good in Lords of Salem. I don't like the movie.
Well, she's not all mouth in Lords of Salem.
But she's good in it.
Did you
Like,
see how big open her mouth was?
You're not wrong.
Like she plays the mom in Halloween 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very likable.
Yeah, good
Stripper.
character.
Good girl.
She's just trying to earn a living.
Yeah.
Probably see her butt.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely see her titties.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely see her butt. I'm sorry you didn't see her
This is
butt.
the only
in
movie you don't see her butt.
You think Rob likes showing what?
100%. Me and Brian have made note of it in every Rob Zombie movie because now this is the 5th Rob Zombie movie we've reviewed. No, 4.
How have we reviewed 4 of this guy's movies?
We've reviewed half his catalog. Actually, the only Rob Zombie movies we haven't touched yet are the 2 Halloweens because we're saving those for when we get to them. And then Lords of Salem. And honestly, I think I'd rather drink the bathwater poured into the fart jar. Like, I'd rather drink that from last episode than watch.
Lords
again.
Lords of Salem. Okay.
Richard Brake is really fucking good in Barbarian. He plays a very, very creepy guy.
Richard Brake is the best part of 31.
He is. It's true.
Richard Brake is really funny in Doom with the Rock.
I like Richard Brake.
So do I.
It's just like, I agree with you. Like, I don't think this was like even like a role where he's just a duplicate
Otis.
Like, they're the same character. There's really not much like deviation. So yeah.
Yeah, and going to like where you really get his first like thing. Him and Otis are like making their plan. They're making their way to the Wardens. We'll learn, but like they get stopped by 2 hunters in the woods, and the hunters put them at gunpoint. If you're going to apprehend 2 murderers,
Show him your tits.
no, you have to be ready to shoot.
But he was talking about tits the whole time.
Yeah, and it was so. It just goes
Well,
to
they-
my point.
they didn't
Rob
shoot.
Zombie can't write dialogue that doesn't have to do with anal, tits, or the word fuck. He can't write dialogue past that.
No, I mean, but he can write a piece of that dude's skull getting put into his eyeball.
Imagine that skull shrapnel. It's gotta be painful.
Almost as dangerous as pizza shrapnel.
Nothing's more dangerous than pizza shrapnel.
What about roof pizza?
See what you did there. Classic scene.
It's a really good scene. It's up there for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, literally.
The most unrealistic thing, because birds would have ate some of it.
Not New Mexico birds.
Yo, New Mexico birds are
Albuquerque-
fucking starving.
Albuquerque birds, they're well fed.
No, get out of here. There's barely anything in that place except meth.
Yeah, then he fucking skins this girl's face off.
Yeah. I'll let you guys can take it.
I don't want to take
I'm
anything.
tapping out.
I don't want to XO this movie.
I'm thinking, Brian, I'm sandbagging the rest of this one.
That's
You-
fair.
You said you weren't going to do this.
We've talked about this movie more than we should have already.
27 minutes.
Yes.
We're not even like in
Close.
the meat and potatoes
Did,
yet.
did we talk about? So we talk about the husband getting in the forest
Yep,
with the lady that they come upon, gets his head blown up, skull gets brought into Richard Brake's eye, whatever. Then how they skin her face.
Yeah, we didn't mention that part. You can mention
Yeah, well,
that.
they're gonna skin this girl's face,
And then hang it on a tree.
and they're gonna hang it on a tree, really for no reason. They don't even eat it. It's not like they do it for anything. They just do it because
Because he is evil. He is the devil.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like that. They're legitimately cooked. They're dead. It's over.
I'm surprised.
This is like
The movie bored me. I'm surprised they didn't actually, like, eat them at this point.
I mean, like
the next step.
her face is gone. She's still alive. They cut her face off and kept her alive. It's pretty bloody.
Yeah.
But this is the scene I think where then eventually they're going to get to the warden's house,
Yeah.
and they're having dinner at that house because it's the warden, it's his wife, and then the warden friend, right?
The parole officer.
Parole officer and his
Wife.
is it his wife or some lady?
It was. I assume it was his wife.
His broad.
Yeah,
Mike, Jesus.
broad.
Jesus, Mike.
Broad.
It's 2024. So get to the house. They're all, gonna get tied up, taken over by Otis and the Wolfman. And this is the infamous, I'm gonna call it infamous, clown scene of the movie.
This is nuts, dude.
Where a child's party clown shows up at this dinner party, and Otis is like, if you don't make me laugh, I'm gonna shoot you. And it's just like another situation where the guy's gonna kill you anyway. And it's not like this isn't a known thing. These guys have been on the news for literally 10 years. They're famous serial killers, famous remorseless serial killers. And he just like thinks he has a shot. Like no one tries to run ever.
Yeah,
Everyone just accepts their fate.
I don't know how the clown gets here because like there'd been make no sense how they would even do it, like how the killers would call the clown. Why would they call the clown for adults? There's no party. It's late night. The clown makes no sense.
Maybe it's like
in
a-
full garb. It's in full makeup.
Like a key party situation.
Key party?
Yeah, like they're trading partners.
Like a swingers party?
Yeah,
Wait, they're called key parties?
maybe.
Have you
Geeko.
been to them?
Kiko.
Yeah. Oh, I miss Kiko. I miss that.
I'm gonna
guy.
fast forward though because this scene is
movie fucking
literally trash. I mean,
sucks.
they pretty much
dude.
like shoot the clown in the head.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because he's purposeless. But essentially, they don't know this, but baby's having a hard time, right?
Yeah.
Like she's kicking it up with the dyke guards. It's a mess. In any case, the plan is going to be for them to have the warden, who hates them, break baby out by getting her separately in a room and putting a prison outfit on, like a prison guard outfit on her, and walking right out the front door.
It's so like
Shane, watch this movie again or go on a nice Fenty trip.
I am taking my trip to Philly, and we're doing the Fenty dance.
You're gonna go
We're going to
Fenty?
We're doing the Fenty
Oh,
dance.
Or
yeah.
you're doing trank dope and you're putting the trank dope up your asshole.
That sounds like Rob Zombie dialogue, so I'd rather do the Fenty again.
Shane, would you rather butt chug a TH whatever drink or watch this movie again?
We're butt chugging. Someone get
like
the funnel.
I literally
get
like
the funnel.
yeah, I
Matt went
funnel
to college. Get the funnel.
I literally would funnel it into your butt or you watch this movie again.
Yeah, you funnel it into my butt.
Okay.
You get baby bird it into there. I don't want to watch this movie ever again.
1,000 episodes in, we all have to stick our big toes up your butt.
No.
You have to.
God, no.
On pod.
We get to 1K.
Do you realize like 1,000 episodes is like 7 years from now?
Yeah, that's the big
No.
payoff.
That's not 7 years. Actually,
Do that quick math. Carry the 2.
hey, it is 7 years.
Do you think
6 years?
do you-
7 years.
Realistically speaking, you think we get to 1,000 episodes of this podcast? Be honest.
That's tough.
And if we do, we could name it House of 1,000 Trogs.
7 years is a
So
lot.
just think of it like this. We are going to get to probably 250 by end of year.
yeah.
And that'd be 1/4 of the way. And that would be almost 4 years of us doing this podcast. Now, yeah, it would be 4 years of us doing this podcast. Around 4.5, actually.
Yeah or nay, Shane?
I'm gonna
Yay or
say
nay?
realistically, I would have to say nay.
Probably. Because then we would be doing this for like 16 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna say nay. It'd be epic.
So 7 years from now, you're saying we would all be pushing 40.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see it being plausible.
Not Matt because he's young.
But I would
he's a
say
young boy. But
being 40 years old and podcasting is probably the peak age to podcast because you kind of settle in, you have a family.
Yeah.
that's a
And then you're
good-
just like, all you're doing as a hobby is podcast. I
Podcasting.
feel like a lot of dudes that are 40 do podcasts.
podcast as like a little side hobby.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
makes
will.
sense.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes, and I'm gonna say at that point we pants you. I take
Damn,
this
stick it
fucking
fucking right in your asshole.
take my big toe right up there, on camera.
Okay, we're not. That first of all, then we just like.
How do you feel about this?
Are you guys excited for next week?
You
where
do
Ma-
realize
where
in
Ma-
7 years with the way we're going, that is gonna get us taken off YouTube.
Oh, they're probably right.
Like,
Are they censoring feet now?
7 years from now, we'll probably have to wear
Burkas. Maddie with the stick. Next episode, taking out, showing his feet to the public.
He's gonna do it.
Absolutely not.
We're the fetal podcast.
This is sick. This is fucking.
I'm with Shane on this.
Yes,
Would you
yeah.
rather watch this movie than show your feet?
Oh no, I would take my feet off twice.
Take your feet off or your socks off.
No, my feet would come off, and I would take your feet off, and then replace our feet with each other.
What are we, a fucking Mr. Potato Head? Removing parts?
No, we're John Travolta and Nick Cage.
Face off.
Brian's John Woo. Matt's the Doves.
Oh, God.
Shane, I
This
feel
is-
like if you joined me on my feet journey, you'd feel free. You'd let go.
Cause I'm like a bird, I wanna fly away. I don't know.
Michelle Branch.
No, it's
Oh,
Nelly
fuck.
Furtado.
I thought I had
Doesn't
it.
really matter because he's gonna end up breaking baby out. They're literally on their way back to the house.
Okay.
For the big reunion.
I just
right?
have one thing. One thing.
Sure.
Little nitpick. The prison guard outfit is like 17 sizes too big.
It's
and
big.
She would never be able to walk through the front door. She is clearly the serial killer in a prison guard outfit. She's a very distinct face. She looks nothing like the fat women that were working at this prison.
Do you see this tongue action? Oh, never mind, because there's 1,400 ads. The tongue action she was giving in the car ride. That was something.
I hate this movie.
Shane, would you have her suck the snotty end of your fuck stick?
That's a line from this movie.
No.
What's it from?
Somebody who's listening to this right now knows what I just dropped.
Okay.
But I will keep that between us three.
Oh God, I'm scared. I will say this though. They kill the warden's family because the warden is. I'm just gonna fucking say it. The warden's fucking retarded. But
He's egotistical.
yeah,
He's an egotist.
He thought he could get them
Don't
out
get
of this
control.
situation where clearly it was never gonna happen. And I thought they would like brutally murder the warden, like that would be like a comeuppance or something because you're supposed to root for the serial killers, and like he just gets shot in the head.
It's just tough though, because it's like you're in a position of like, this guy's gonna kill me. Clearly, they're gonna kill my family. They're psychopaths. They have no remorse. So I'm either gonna die now or I'm gonna die later when I bring her back. Like, they probably should have just never. They should have accepted death, but you never.
Well,
you
that's what I'm
always
saying.
think. You always think you have a way out. You know.
But the warden did have a way out because when they let him go, he could have just told everyone.
Yeah, which he should have done.
I know, great. Look, that's gonna get your wife and the other two killed in there. But you know they're dead anyway. So at least if their deaths are going to happen, they're not in vain. Like, you can get the three arrested again.
These guys literally were shot 20 times.
Yeah, immortal hellbillies. Anyway, the warden's dead. The family's dead. Let's go to Mexico, where I swear to God, I thought they were at first playing this as a real mustache.
Fair.
Huh?
When she gets the fucking purple soda
she-
from the vending machine, and that guy's got the sombrero on and the mustache.
Right.
I thought they were originally playing that off as a real mustache.
Yeah, that was retarded. So she like flirts with this guy. I don't think you see the kill right away. I think they go to it and they see what they do after.
Yes.
Because they're in the hotel room. This is before Mexico, right?
Yeah.
They're in the hotel room. She's
This is on the way to Mexico.
She's bored, so she goes to try to get this guy to get her like something from the vending machine. She gets it, and then like they cut back to it later, and like this guy's just like a fucking bloody
Mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
like his
also
eyes carved out.
leaves her mark. She writes in his blood. Remember?
Baby, right?
Baby was here.
Is she carved on his head?
Yeah, his head.
Right.
It's just, man, it's so.
Oh God, when she puts on the Native American outfit, God.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, I should bring that up. It's actually very important to the end. After they kill the warden, Baby steals in a Native American headdress and bow and arrow. And I feel like Matt's a knife guy. Does knife throwing translate to archery? So, like, if you're an expert at knife throwing, would that also make you a dead shot with archery? Because, like, she's amazing at archery without any explanation. So does the skill of knife throwing translate to archery, Matt? Go.
Not at all.
Okay, see, I trust his opinion.
In all honesty, I didn't even know she grabbed the bow and arrow.
Oh, and she shoots in like 17 Mexican wrestlers.
Yeah, I remember seeing that part,
Yeah.
but I just assumed that she had grabbed. I assumed it was part of the Native American garb.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that.
Yeah, she grabs it there, and then she kills Rey Mysterio. She kills Ultimo Dragon. She kills Rey Phoenix. So it's fucking crazy.
You remember doing archery in middle school?
Yeah, that was so dangerous.
do you guys remember Akon?
And Young Jeezy.
That's sick, dude. You do remember?
Yeah, of course I do. And they try to take things easy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Do you guys remember Bella Thorne?
Yeah, what was the last movie she was in? Like The Babysitter?
Babysitter 2.
Yeah.
Great film.
Great flick.
It really
Both.
is.
Both
I
are
actually
good.
really like both. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Me too. Both are good. Solid films.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed in this episode,
If it
when a
feels
movie
like-
is this bad,
Yeah, it feels like this one's like not fun. It's because this movie has sucked fun out of us.
yeah. So like, because I did my ranting at the beginning, and my heart rate went up to like 130. I was very upset. And now I'm on the come down.
Yeah, it is a many, but I'm going to try to bring this back up because this is a commercial about roofing. And this guy knows how to sell a roof. If this is the commercial I'm thinking about, you're going to see this guy on the roof and you got to see his perch. It is fantastic perch. I hope this is the commercial I'm thinking about because then you're just going to see this guy caulk.
Are they caulking?
This guy's just been.
Is
yeah,
that
they're
how
not.
they put roofs together? They caulk?
Yeah.
A lot of Kinder Bueno.
Yeah, there's a lot of hot caulk on a roof when it's sunny out.
Oh, can you say that one more time?
Hot caulk on a roof when it's sunny out.
Also, the title of my 47th book.
Hawk Tua.
She threw out the first pitch to the Mets game.
Well, she's the greatest thing to ever happen in the world.
That would be 2 months in the past.
She'll still be relevant.
At this point, she might.
I think
surviving.
We 1000% pre-Mexico have to talk about this scene where this guy pitches the salami porn.
Yeah, go for it. Go into it.
Okay, so this guy's going to talk about a porn he wants to write where a guy goes house to house to house selling salami.
Yeah, and this is where they're fucking, and then the dog was watching. It's like it was a missed opportunity not to fuck the dog.
Yeah, and it goes maybe in the sequel.
Yeah, it's.
See, I've come up with some porn plots before. None are as good as that one, though.
The salami one is pretty good.
Salami porn? Are you kidding me?
It's pretty good. Who the hell goes door to door selling salami, though? That's like another thing.
So, fucking, I don't know. Well, I guess the salami is like going to be a double entendre for his salami.
Oh, great. Shane,
Oh,
you
he's
are
also
great.
he's talking about his dick.
Yeah.
You're great.
You're really one of the best of
You're
all
like
time.
you
at
are a
this.
treasure.
And like I know I call you like fucking dumb and stupid and smelly and gay and
Yeah.
like you're like really good at this, man.
He's really
You're
good.
really talented.
Mexico is looking really good. What was their idea for going to Mexico? I'm pretty sure they were just like, oh my God, Mexico.
Yeah, I think it's just the age-old, if you're a wanted fugitive, go to Mexico. They just have their face painted 24/7.
Let's bang some Mexican hookers.
But like they're
Rob Zombie's depiction of Mexico is, I feel bad for Mexico.
But like they're like I said, they're notoriously wanted everywhere.
Yeah.
Like there's no like everybody knows who they are.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they can actually just gracefully go and cross the border is kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of it, you are right. Like there's literally 50 minutes left of the movie when they land in Mexico.
Insane, right?
It's crazy.
This movie is so fucking unnecessarily long. It actually made me angry.
What's crazy is like I actually could sum up everything that happens in Mexico in
like,
a minute.
You're right.
There's this fucking guy.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it. We'll talk about it in depth more. But if I had to sum up,
we don't have to. We don't
I'm
have
gonna
to.
do it. This movie is they get to Durango. They go to a sleazy guy named Carlos who sells hotels. He's clearly a weaselly rat. He gives them the hotel room. The weaselly rat instantly rats them out to a Mexican assassin called the Black Skulls or
I
something.
think they're the Black Satans.
Black Satans. Baby has a conversation with a short man named Sebastian. She says he ironically reminds him of Tiny. He's like, oh, he was tiny? And she's like, no, he was actually really tall. That is the extent of their combo. The black stallions come in. They kill everyone in the town. Every hooker is dead. The only 3 people they're incapable of shooting is the 3 main characters. They get tied up. They get saved by a midget. They escape. They kill literally everyone, including Carlos, and then they walk off into the sunset like they're the fucking heroes of the movie.
The midget gets shot in the head too, no?
Yeah, he gets shot like 40 times.
I was happy.
Now,
I was happy when he died.
all that, I maybe missed like 6 smelly pussy jokes, but other than that, that's the whole 55 minutes.
Again, he's really good at this.
He's good. He's got a good memory. He's
It's
gonna remember it. And I
insane how
watched
good
this
he is at
yesterday.
this. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't have done what you just did.
Really?
No, I'm actually
Not at
happy that you
all.
did it because I kind of feel like we should just like call it. Like I feel like there really isn't much else to talk about.
If you guys had more,
It's
like
just
I
like
have nothing left.
It's empty dialogue. This guy they build. The only thing I'll talk about is how they build up. Oh, maybe that's a note. They have like the fucking
okay, yeah, that's
Danny
one thing we
Trejo's
should-
characters.
Yes. So the leader of the Black Satans,
I'm pretty sure
is
it's the Black-
Danny Trejo's son.
Can I get a check on that? Is it the Black Satans, the gang that Aquarius leads? They hype this guy up and they burn him alive. I guess that's a pretty sick scene. That when they burn him alive at the end, but
Yeah, it's all a mess.
You're right about like there's just so many like
They're
stinky
called the
pussy
Black
jokes.
Satans.
the Black Satans, right?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, no, like a majority of this movie is them banging Mexican prostitutes and just being like, "Yo, pussy smells." It was good dialogue.
Well, they do. They bang these Mexican whores.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, I literally have nothing more to touch on in this movie.
I'm honestly good too. Like,
Oh,
what
I've-
else is there to talk about?
I've been good since Jump. I hate this fucking movie.
All right. So with that said, I'll go right into my review. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. That is supposedly a Hollywood studio, like, go to movie theaters movie. I can't count movies like, say, maybe Slaw, because that's just B movie expect it to be shit. Like this, there was expectations for this movie. Like coming off The Devil's Rejects, people thought this would be good, and it's more than a letdown. It's an insult to The Devil's Rejects, and I think that's what the worst part is. I'm not even a Rob Zombie fan. I like 1.5 of his movies, but this movie insulted the only movie I did really like by him. I am going to, without a shadow of a doubt, give 3 from Hell a 1. Oh my
God. Yeah, if you thought that was funny. So I'm also going to give it a 1.
Interesting.
This movie legitimately made me angry.
Yeah.
Like about an hour into it, I questioned my existence on this podcast. I was like, should I do this anymore? Should I talk about this movie? Bry's got an ad playing on his phone, which was better than this movie.
Yeah.
I even right now, I hate talking about it. It's literally sucked all the joy out of
Your life.
Yeah. I would have gave it like a 2 or a 3 if they died at the end. Mm-hmm. I just wanted them to die. This it should be called 3 from the Hell of Plot Holes because there's so fucking many of them.
Loved it.
Yeah, everything is so long and unnecessary. This movie's like fucking 2 hours, dude. And like you said, when you check time cards because like you're like, is this shit over yet? And they're like in Mexico and there's like 50 minutes left.
You're on Mexican time.
Yeah, I was like, what is this, fucking Mexican time? Stinky pussy. Yeah, 1 troglodyte.
1 trog.
I fucking couldn't. I like bad movies.
You're a big fan of the
trog? Well
trog?
established. I gave Truth or Dare an 8.
Yeah.
This movie is fucking miserable. Sherry Moon Zombie is so insufferable.
Yeah.
The only saving grace is like Danny Trejo's a G.
He is.
But he's in roughly 14 seconds and he dies.
Bill Moseley was good as Otis from time to time.
Yeah, I like him.
He's fine. His dialogue
It's
though,
horrible. I like his like motions. But yeah,
you like because you're handsy and you like handsy men.
I am death.
I am the devil.
I am the
I hate how they're like fucking super villains. Like they can't die.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
They kill an entire fucking Mexican army.
Sherry Moon Zombie is always with like this Native American like head apparel.
But they can't see her. They never see her coming.
I know.
And that fucking stupid midget. Why is he helping them? Because he's a troglodyte.
Bro, you have to follow that review up.
Yeah.
This movie's literally the thief of all joy.
I'm not going to touch that review. My review, I hope you guys are not disappointed in me. I have this movie as a very mid movie. I didn't hate it.
Okay.
But I understand why you guys hated it. I didn't hate it. I hate that.
What the fuck is going on? What is she doing?
This scene does suck. They all suck. I think once they get into Mexico, the movie is even worse, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
Because it's so senseless and literally makes no sense. And they have this mock cartel called the Black Saiyans. This movie, I rate this movie a soft 5 out of 10. Soft 5.
I can't do it.
I
can't do it right now.
like Otis, although his dialogue is crazy. Richard Brake is Richard Brake. He's okay. The movie is hard to watch. Baby is horrible, obviously. It's just like nothing more to add there.
She's fucking all mouth.
I did not hate the movie until it gets to Mexico because it's so senseless and pointless. And like I said, that's a troglodyte, by the way. The movie is aimless. This is legitimately what a troglodyte is.
Yeah, that's what it is. Him too, little fucker.
This is troglodyte 101. But yeah, soft 5. Very soft 5. The softest of 5s.
Okay. So let's just get into the necro.
Put it this way, Shane. You combine our ratings and multiply it, it's less than what he gave.
That's crazy to think about. But my rating, my necro for this is me.
Oh. Your soul.
My soul
Yeah.
is gone from this. My soul was brutally murdered by Rob Zombie.
If we're doing that, I could nominate myself, my soul, my TV that I would have reached through if I could. But if we're doing like a real, he's like, oh yeah, my movie's fucking long and boring. Let's throw some naked girls in there to distract all the troglodytes watching.
This is also shot really weird. It's shot like a PS2 video game at times.
They're trying to make it like weird and like trippy and like Max Payne.
Yeah. All right. Realistically, I'm just gonna make my Necronomicon kill the warden.
He gets shot in the head, right?
Yeah, I actually don't care.
I'm gonna go with the Black Satan guy, Aquarius. I thought
Burn alive.
I actually like the scene. I like the burning alive
Yeah,
scene.
it's fine. I'll go with that.
It almost redeemed the Mexico, but not even close.
All right.
Do you guys think there was like a Mexican filter? Do you know what I'm saying by
Yeah,
that?
there was like
He was very much inspired by what's that Antonio Banderas the Mexican or something like that it's called, or
Isn't that what Brad Pitt?
it might be. I thought there was one with Antonio Banderas
Matt.
where it's like a shootout in Mexico movie.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Matt could fact check it real quick.
I think it's a Robert Rodriguez film.
But like this whole, it just looks yellow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they get to Mexico and it's yellow.
Yeah, I'm actually looking this up with Matt because I know exactly what I'm thinking of, and if I could find it,
You ever heard of the yellow of Mexico?
yes, maybe.
You think that's real too? Like you cross into Mexico and you just turn yellow?
Yeah.
It's Desperado.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. They do say that like Mexico is the jaundice country.
I guess. I guess, but at least I figured out it would. Oh, and also Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That would be another one that's pretty similar.
These goons are so pathetic though. And her tats suck. She's gonna say it. Her tats are trash.
Yeah, like usually I see a girl with tats and I'm like, that's my girl. Not her though.
well, she's just her character's just horrible.
It's her character.
Yeah,
yeah,
her
she's the
character
worst
is
part of the
garbage.
movie, easily.
Okay. Leader of the Black Satan,
Aquarius.
Aquarius.
He'll get there.
You were the age of Aquarius. Aquarius.
Okay.
Aquarius. Aquarius. And that's all I can say, because you were the worst drug cartel leader of all time. You had the goon squad get dismantled by just the worst. Like, they're not trained. They just, like, you had machine guns. They don't check their corners. They're trained assassins. What? Like, what?
That's a butt.
God. Terrible leader. You deserve to get burned alive in a coffin. Welcome to the Necronomicon.
Doesn't he have there's a scene in Devil's Rejects 2 that's like kind of like this. Is it at the bar with
Yes, the
You know what I'm saying?
yes, the
Shoot at
shootout.
the bar?
That's when DDP and Danny Trejo kill all the strippers and prostitutes
Yeah,
again.
that's kind of what it reminds me of this
It's
scene.
very repetitive now that you brought that up.
It's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he seems like he's got a model that he goes for. It's just aimless. Like the movie's got zero. Like I said, like that's just like my biggest critique because it's just like they could have done literally anything, and that's the direction. I feel like he put the map up. He had a dart, and he just threw it at the map of the world,
Yeah.
and it just landed in the most jaundiced country, the land full of troglodytes, Mexico.
He's actually kind of badass though, except when
He doesn't do anything,
He
though.
fails to kill. I just like his voice.
Yeah, that's about it. Anyway, she's also stupid. Okay.
Oh, he does something. He pops that prostitute.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our review for 3 from Hell. We finish Sequel September next week. Crazy, I know. We're right to the finale.
Save us.
And we do.
What's gonna save us?
We're going to hopefully save us here. We are reviewing Scream 4. We're getting to it. We're almost through the Scream series now. So we're doing the 4th one next week as the finale to Sequel September.
Real quick, what time are we at, Maddie?
56 minutes.
So there's like impressive people. There's doctors,
Yeah.
neurosurgeons, athletes.
Yeah.
And there's us.
Can those people
Go
get
57 minutes.
get 57 rounds with this dog
I
shit
basically
movie?
just did 57 minutes in the ring with fucking Evander Holyfield or Mike Tyson.
That's impressive.
Actually, I did it with both of them coming at me.
We're impressive.
We're awesome. So, we're awesome. We're also the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week. I screamed 4 times. Get it?
Oh my God. That was sick.
He's so fucking
I
good.
didn't see that coming. That
so
was
fucking-
so,
he's so
wild. We are the final podcast. Please tune in every Monday. We throw up episodes at 6 a.m. Please subscribe to the YouTube. You can listen to our episodes if you're driving, if you're slinging dope or fentanyl up your cooch.
You going on a Fenty trip?
Little Fenty hole,
You running your
little
trap?
trank
game?
dope.
You selling trap?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Give us the 5 stars. We'll see you next week. Sequel September rolls on.
Thank God that's over.
Trank dope.